Okay, so I believe we can start. As some more people are joining the meeting. So thanks everyone for joining. On behalf of the CyberSuite Consortium, my name is Nicholas Luca. I'm an R&D project manager at EBOS Technologies, and I'm also the dissemination and communication manager of the CyberSuite project. Today's webinar, as you already know, is on smart monitoring and deployment for cybersecurity. And the subject matter is more going to be presented in the context of the CyberSuite project. So we will mostly be focusing on the smart monitoring and threat detection that is enabled by the Montimage monitoring tools, and also how security alerts and security policies are enforced in the CyberSuite platform. So before we go into the technical session, I will hand over the floor to Georgia Protogeru, Senior Project Manager at Ubitech, and also the Project Coordinator of CyberSuite. So Georgia, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the third webinar of the CyberSuite project. I don't know if you see my screen.
Yes, Georgia.
Okay, so I can start. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining the third webinar of the CyberSuite project. As Nicolas told you, I'm Georgia Protogeru from Ubitech, and I'm very happy to welcome you to this webinar. Today, we will talk about the uptake of innovative security as a service solutions and how these can support SMEs in improving their cybersecurity in a practical and accessible way. In this session, we will focus on smart monitoring and deployment and how we can move from simple threat detection to a more complete security response. We will also present some of the key technologies behind this approach developed within the project, including monitoring tools, event processing, and policy automation. And by the end of the webinar, we hope you will have a clear understanding of how CyberSuite can support an organization's cybersecurity needs and help strengthen its overall security status. So let's get started. Let me now give you a quick overview of the project. CyberSuite is a European project funded under the Digital Europe program, focusing on cybersecurity solutions for SMEs. The project brings together 12 partners from 8 countries, including small and medium enterprises, as well as a public organization. In this way, we combine different types of expertise with practical experience, which is very important for the project. The project started back in January 2024 and will run until the end of this year with a total duration of 36 months. The main goal of CyberSuite is to provide a holistic cybersecurity framework that makes it easier for SMEs to design, deploy, and manage security services. In simple terms, we aim to offer advanced cybersecurity tools in a way that is easy to use, easy to deploy, and accessible even for organizations without deep expertise. To achieve this, CyberSuite combines different technologies like security as a service solutions, personalized recommendations, intrusion detection, and cybersecurity analytics. Another important aspect within the frame of the project is trust and interoperability, ensuring that different tools from different vendors can work together in a reliable and secure way. Finally, the project is validated through real use cases in different sectors, including energy, railway monitoring, digital health, and agri-food. These pilots will help us ensure that the solutions we develop within the project are practical, relevant, and ready to be used in real environments. So let's start with the main cybersecurity challenges that SMEs are facing today and how the project aims to address. First of all, many SMEs have limited resources and budgets which makes it difficult to invest in strong cybersecurity solutions. At the same time, there is a rapid adoption of new applications and digital tools, which increases the attack surface and makes systems harder to manage. We also see that modern software architectures are becoming more complex, and this adds additional security challenges. On top of that, cybersecurity solutions themselves are often complex, which makes them difficult for SMEs to deploy and use effectively. Also, there are risk assessment and regulatory compliance requirements, which many SMEs struggle to handle. And finally, there is a shortage of skilled cybersecurity professionals, which makes everything even more challenging. This is exactly where CyberSuite comes in. Our platform provides a unified cybersecurity approach, making everything easier to manage in one place. It is accessible and SME-friendly, so companies don't need deep expertise to use it, and it also offers intelligent and integrated protection, combining different tools into one solution. And very importantly, we support cybersecurity skills development, helping users build knowledge and improve their capabilities. So overall, CyberSuite helps SMEs move from complexity and limitations to a more simple, effective, and secure approach. In this slide, we present the CyberSuite ecosystem. CyberSuite is not just a single tool, but a complete ecosystem that supports SMEs across different needs. At the core, we have the CyberSuite platform, which provides monitoring, detection, and protection capabilities. This is where cybersecurity services are actually delivered and managed. Then we have the CyberSuite marketplace, which gives access to trusted cybersecurity tools and services. It also allows SMEs to easily find, select, and deploy the solutions that best fit their needs. Finally, we have the CyberSuite Academy, which focuses on skills development by offering training courses and even cyber range exercises to help users improve their cybersecurity knowledge. So these three components work together as a continuous cycle. The platform protects, the marketplace enables adoptions, and the academy builds the necessary skills. In this way, CyberSuite supports SMEs not only with technology, but also with knowledge and access to solutions. Now, please let me conclude this introductory session by quickly walking you through today's agenda. After my introductory section, my colleague, Mr. Yannis Ledakis, the technical project manager of the project, will introduce the CyberSuite vision as well as the platform and marketplace. After that, Mrs. Zoe Moza from Joist Innovation Park will present the CyberSuite Academy and how we move from technology to skills development. We will then move to the technical session, where first Mr. Luong Van Nguyen from Montimage will present smart monitoring and AI-enhanced threat detection and how Montimage's monitoring tools support the transition from detection to security response. Next, Mr. Yannis Ledakis will show how we move from alerts to security policies through the CyberSuite platform in action. And then he will also present the overall CyberSuite story and what comes next. After that, we will have a Q&A session where you can ask your questions. And finally, we will close the session with a short wrap-up. So before we move on to the presentations, I would like to thank you all again for joining us today. We hope that you will find this session interesting and useful. Throughout the webinar, please feel free to submit your questions using the chat. We will collect all questions and address them during the Q&A session at the end. And with that, let's get started with our first speaker, Mr. Yannis Ledakis, who will present the CyberSuite vision as well as the platform and marketplace. So, Yannis, the floor is yours.
So, thank you, Georgia. for your nice introduction. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Okay. So, yes, as already Georgia described, CyberSuite has the vision to assist SMEs. And because there are many challenges and many pain points in addressing cybersecurity, there are three main pillars that we are based on: enhancing the capabilities of tools that are standalone tools and can be used, and integrate them through a common interface, I would say, and provide extensibility capabilities, provide educational and training tools, uh, and also promote the sharing of best practices through this common community that we have. How we want to address things and what is one of our main, let's say, focuses here, it's how AI enhanced protection and cyber risk intelligence can be provided. Uh, because in providing operational assurance in SMEs, it's not an easy task, as Georgia explained already. Now, there is also the various legislation that companies must respect. So we are aligned with these approaches, and CyberSuite offers a complete view with risk assessment as a core enabler, and having on top of that detection of threats, vulnerabilities, and cybersecurity incidents. Of course, we have also training material and training capabilities that assist the SMEs. On top of that, we utilize AI for various parts of the platform for detection of incidents and minimization of false positives, suggesting of mitigation actions, and offer explainability with the meaning of allowing non-experts to understand what are the problems. Now, the idea of cybersecurity is to address not only the operational part, but in reality to cover the full DevSecOps life cycle. So we have tools that are related to the planning phase or to building, coding and do some code analysis. We have testing related tools. We have tools that allow deployment of applications, operational protection, and also monitoring. And on top of that, we have some horizontal tools that allow always a single integrated view of the platform. Finally, I have to say a few words about what is the marketplace. So the vision in reality of CyberSuite is to be deployed in on-prem. So it's a platform that we have a public testbed, but the idea is its organization can download it and deploy it locally in order to collect all the information, not to move this outside their perimeter, and being able to support multiple kind of deployment scenarios. But on top of that, we want to have collaboration and extensibility. This is offered by the CyberSuite Marketplace. That's a public service hosted in a public domain and includes some configuration policies. We will see more in the more technical part later on, but the idea is that someone can upload policies, and after review, these policies can be then be fetched by other instances of CyberSuite platform. Now, I just want to be short here because we have to continue. We have a lot of things to show in the technical side. So I give the floor to my colleague Zoe from Joist to present also the CyberSuite Academy, because, as we said, training it's an important part of what CyberSuite offers.
Thank you very much, Yannis. Give me a moment to share my presentation. Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us in this webinar. I'm Zoe Moza, Project Manager at Joyce Innovation Park, and today I'll give you a short introduction to the CyberSuite Academy. Then I'll show you what's inside, the courses, the repository, and the cyber range exercises. After that, we'll do a short live walkthrough, and finally, I'll show you how you can get started and join the Academy. The CyberSuite Academy helps SMEs, professionals, and students gain practical cybersecurity skills. It is free and open access, and there is no cost barrier for learners. The courses are short and flexible, typically between 2 and 15 hours, and fully self-paced. Upon completion, learners receive certificates and digital badges, and these achievements are also shareable on social media. There is also a clear learning pathway from beginner to intermediate to advanced, focused on real cyber threats and real business needs. Beyond theory, the Academy also includes cyber range exercises where users can practice skills through hands-on scenarios. The Academy is a one-stop hub for cybersecurity learning. It includes structured courses, a repository of curated resources such as templates and tools, and webinars and event materials. It also includes the cyber range with realistic gamified simulations to practice skills hands-on, and everything is designed to be practical, engaging, and directly useful, especially for SMEs. The Academy's courses are structured across 3 levels, allowing learners to progressively build their skills. At beginner level, we focus on strong foundations, particularly relevant for SME staff and professionals, building core cybersecurity awareness. There you can find the following courses available: cyber hygiene, basic encryption and authentication methods, cybersecurity laws and regulations, ethical hacking basics, basic cybersecurity risk management for SMEs, and common cybersecurity threats and vulnerabilities for SMEs. At intermediate level, we move to more applied and technical topics, and there you can find the following courses available: Mastering Cyber Range, Application Vulnerability Testing, and Firewall and Intrusion Detection Systems. Finally, at advanced level, we currently offer the course Forensic Analysis Techniques. And this is just the beginning. More courses are already in development and will be added soon, further expanding the learning pathway. An example course is the Basic Cybersecurity Risk Management for SMEs. This is a self-paced practical course designed for SMEs to understand cyber risk in simple terms like likelihood and impact, and prioritize what matters in a risk incident. Learners build a lightweight risk process and translate it into action by applying high-value controls like MFA, backups, access reviews, and payment verification. The course includes also ready-to-use templates such as an asset and process list, a starter risk register, a top 5 controls action plan, and a first hour incident plan, so participants finish with materials they can apply immediately in their organization. In addition to courses, the Academy includes a structured repository and knowledge base supporting the learning content. Resources are organized across categories, and these categories are fundamentals, technical skills, compliance, and advanced threats. Users can search and filter by topic, difficulty, or keyword, and it includes guides, templates, tools, white papers, and standards, and it can continuously grow through contributions. Since users can also submit their own resources through the platform, and the repository this way expands over time with practical material from the community. It supports learners and SMEs with ready-to-use materials beyond their courses. The cyber range is where learning becomes hands-on through realistic simulations in a safe environment. Available now, users can try social engineering for spotting phishing attempts, document forensics for recovering corrupted files, password cracking attacks for understanding weak passwords and common attack methods, and ransomware response for simulating incident response from detection to recovery. Soon, another exercise will be available, the cyber defense simulation. An example exercise is the social engineering exercise, which is for phishing detection. In this exercise, learners enter a simulated mailbox with both legitimate and malicious emails and must decide what is safe versus suspicious. They inspect message details like wording, links, attachment, and headers, flag emails, and receive immediate feedback and guidance. The outcome is practical, stronger phishing detection instincts, better human factor awareness, and more confident decision-making when facing social engineering attempts. And now I'll briefly walk you through the platform. So, this is the homepage of the CyberSuite Academy, where you can access the CyberSuite platform, the marketplace, and the project website. Then we have the courses section, where you can access all our courses and search within the courses by category and level. We have also the repository of resources. Our repository is structured across 4 pillars, and by entering each pillar, you can find relevant resources and use our search tools and filter them by category, type, and difficulty level. In our webinars section, we have the material from previous webinars, recorded sessions, and here you can also find our first hackathon material, which took place this October. Here you can find videos and documentation for the CyberSuite tools, the presentations that were included in the hackathon, and also the challenges with which users tested our tools. In the gamification section, you can access the cyber range exercises. You need to have an account in order to access both exercises and our courses. And finally, we have a support section where you can find some frequently asked questions, a contact form if you would like to get in touch with us, and a feedback form for the Academy. So, to get started and access the Academy, you can either visit the academy.cybersuite.eu URL or directly scan this QR code. Registration is very easy and takes about 2 minutes. And you can start the course immediately or explore the repository and submit resources and access the CyberEdge exercises. We also welcome feedback as it helps us improve the Academy for the community. So thank you very much for your attention, and you can submit your questions in the chat. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Yannis and Zoe, for your very insightful presentations. I would also like to warmly encourage everyone in the audience to visit the CyberSuite Academy, explore the available training courses, and enroll in the topics that are most relevant to your needs. Now, after completing this introductory session, we will move to the technical session of today's webinar. So it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Longan Nguyen from Montimage, who will present how Montimage's monitoring tools enable smart monitoring and AI-enhanced threat detection. He will also show how this capability supports the transition from detection to intelligent security response. So Long, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Georgia. I hope you can hear me well and can see my presentation.
Yes, sure. Great.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. So I'm Lương Nguyen. I'm software engineer, more than 10 years at Montimage. Today, I want to share with you about MMT. It's short for Montimage Monitoring Tool. It's about part from smart monitoring to threat detection and security response. MFT is a system that's turned raw network traffic into the actionable security signal. So in today's presentation, I'm going to give you some quick overview. Who is Montimage? What is our definition of smart monitoring? What is MMT? How does MMT work? And some hint in the future on the project that we are working on. We are very excited about that. So who is Montimage? Montimage is an AI and cybersecurity company. It's founded in 2004 in Paris. We have more than 22 years in network traffic analysis. We do the monitoring and we do a lot of threat detection. We have more than 9 products, 27 plus research projects, and we have a lot of publication. We partner with more than 150 partners all over the globe, but focus mainly in Europe. And some of our partners like Nokia, Thales, Ericsson, Airbus, Orange, and so on. So in Montimage, we have 4 main categories in our framework. We do some training. We have the AI red team. That is for prevent. We do some perceive. We have the MMT and MAIF and AI detection. We do some also provide some react. We have the traffic blocks and AI swap. We'll go in detail later. And let's go. So what is this smart monitoring with traditional monitoring? In our definition, the smart monitoring is not the traditional monitoring is collect the traffic and generate the dashboard. The smart monitoring go much more further. So it's understand the protocol in the deep level. It's apply the rules-based security that we written, and it can provide the important thing is it can provide the signal that it directly become an actionable. So either human can analyze the signal, or it's nowadays it can be also automated by the response system. The difference is the gap that's for traditional that we say we can see the traffic, but for smart monitoring, we know what the traffic mean and what we need to do. So that is exactly what the MMT designed to close the gap. And to position MMT in the broader landscape, maybe all of you know that we also have a lot of different monitoring tools out there. For example, we have a snot, we have the net flow for flow detection, we have some commercial tool as well, and also we have the standalone DPI, deep package inspection library, NDPA. And we also have several machine learning approach. But what is different is for Montimage, we combine protocol depth, the formal temporal detection, the iterated operation, everything in one pipeline. And one of the things is interesting is all of the component from Montimage is open source. So let's go to see what is MMT. So MMT is combined by 4 main components. We have a lot more, but this is 4 main components built up to the MMT. The MMT DPI provide deep package inspection. We support more than 600 protocol. And then we have MMT probe. It capture and monitor the traffic in real time. MMT security apply the formal detection rules, and the MMT operator will provide the dashboard. That's just visualize what happening under the hood. So MMT is a complete monitoring tool to detect what happening in the network. It's not just a probe. It's not only the dartboard, but it's combine everything. Now, let's go deeper on each component of MMT to understand how it works. So at the foundation, MMT DPI provide deep packet inspection for over 600 protocol. And this is not a limit to the standard IP traffic. It also includes 5G and such as NAS, S1AP, and which means that MMT can provide visibility to mobile network, to the IoT network, and also the control and data plane. This protocol depth is what makes MMT monitoring meaningful in modern and complex environment. And what is MMT Probe? The second component, MMT Probe is the monitoring engine. So it uses MMT DPI as the library to extract the information from the network. It captures the traffic in real time. It structures the output in the way that it can be used by any other analysis module after that. So it supports both live traffic monitoring and also it supports the offline pickup analytics. And MMT security, this is where the MMT move further than the passive monitoring into the active threat detection. So in MMT security, we have a lot of rules to detect different kind of attacks. And the thing is, the rule is not only based on some static attribute that we extracted, but we also have collective. We have the session awareness that we correlate different data point in terms of the network, and to detect much more complicated attacks. And we can say that it can detect some multi-step attack, and especially some abnormal behavior that we can detect in the network. So the rule is defined in HTML format, so it's very clear and structured and validated. It compiles into the shell library and execute at the time runtime for very high performance. So MMT detects informal, temporal, and compile. So it's just not only the pattern matching, but it's much more sophisticated than that. And the last component is MMT operator. This is the operation layer where we visualize what's happening in the network. And we also provide the traffic statistics, the alert visualization, and the probe management. So you also can configure the monitoring process via the MMT operator. So this is where actually the security team will see what MMT detecting in real time, and they can react on the information provided by the MMT operator. So this is the complete MMT pipeline. So here you see that you have the traffic network. It either can be a real-time traffic. It also can be an offline traffic via a pickup file. And it's also support different type of input like the log file and the structure data file. And inside MMT, we have the MMT DPI. It will dissect the input data. And then we have the MMT probe to monitor in real time, MMT security to apply the rule to detect any problem, and MMT operator to visualize the result. But the MMT output is not only stopped at MMT operator. Like I said before, the MMT probe provide very good data input for many different tools down the flow. So for example, here we can see that from the output of MMT probe, we can fit into Mive. It's a Montimage AI platform to apply some AI analytics and explainability. We also can provide the report from MMT probe to AI for SWA. This will provide information for automate response. So either you can block the traffic, you can do some change in the configuration into the network to secure the network. We can also fit the report from MMT Pro for many tools in CyberSuite solution. So finally, with MMT tool, we provide to the CyberSuite to become a security as a services. And here is another view that we can see that's where the CyberSuite vision become real. What happening after MMT detection. So with MMT, we detect the traffic and security event. We send to the MIVE, it's the Montimage AI platform. There we use machine learning, we use AI, we use also the LLM to analyze all of the signal, all of the data. And then we use AI for SWA and also CyberSuite to have the response, cybersecurity response. And now I want to show you a little bit where we are going. So everything I showed you about MMT monitoring, detection, dashboard, those are the components that we have built, we have tested with many different partners, many different scenarios, and it has been improved a lot over time. But the future here in the areas of AI is will be agent. So that's why our vision, we will have something called M-Agent. So this will be a multi-layer security architecture where each Montimage tool operates as an AI orchestrated agent. So all of the tools that you see here and also include many tools that we are building at Montimage, it will fit very well into this architecture. So we in this architecture we have 6 main layers. So we have the environment discoveries layer, and then we have 2 to do the pen testing. We have the layer to do the monitoring with MMT, and we have the layer to detect the problem with MMT security, and finally we have the React layer with AI for sure, and reporting with MMT operator and NLN analysis. So all coordinated by a single M-Agent control. Each layer here we can run as a sub-agent, a skills, or even an MCP connected to. So this is the direction that we are aiming to go, and we have most of the material that we need. Now we need to stitch all of them together, and this will become a complete monitoring pipeline to an AI orchestrated security architecture. And to conclude my presentation, so MMT provide a complete and proven pipelines from deep package inspection to monitoring, detection, and operation. We support 600 protocol security rule base for more detection. All is open source, and all of the data and signal will be fit into the MIVE and CyberSuite toolset, and it will become very valuable data for the response team. We are building M-Agent to have an AI-driven security system. We are very excited about this one. And in M-Agent, we have a different layer. Each layer can work as a very intelligent agent. So we combine, like, let's say, 22 years of Montimage perspective in the future of AI security. And we are actively very involving very fast. So here, if you want to learn more about what we are doing, we have GitHub open with a lot of different components. You can check it out. We have also more than 60. This is the number that I can count, but it's even much more than that. But here you have recent some of the publication related to the direction that we are going with security, with the AI into the picture. So thank you everyone for the attention. Here's my contact in Montimage. If you have any question, don't hesitate.
Thank you very much, Luong, for this insightful presentation. You clearly demonstrated how smart monitoring and threat detection can provide real-time visibility and support more effective identification security threats. So thank you very much for your presentation. And now let's move on to the next presentation, where Mr. Yannis Ledakis will show how these concepts are applied within the CyberSuite platform. He will demonstrate how we move from detection to policy-driven security actions in practice. So, Yanni, the floor is yours.
Okay, so hope you can see, and everyone, you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay,
Yanni,
good. Yeah, so I'm going to give an overview, trying to present two main things: how we integrate things in the platform as a common CyberSuite platform, and how we treat alerts from various tools and how we treat security policies, because the CyberSuite, it's based on the idea of defining rules for alerts and also to define security policies, and all this to being able to share them. Yeah, so again, I'm trying now to go a bit more technical than the initial, let's say, presentation. So what we have in CyberSuite. So and how this fits to what you have already seen from Montimage. So there are tools. So we are built on mature tools in most cases. So for example, what has been presented for Montimage tools for network detection, or from Cartos, they build their own stuff. Or Pluribus that they provide Sandbox. So there are many tools as part of the platform. So users can utilize the tools and then utilize the integrated platform to manage those tools and get combined alerts and rules and all the information that they want. And also there are online services like Marketplace that being used to share information. And also we have the academy that it is used for the training. Now, what we provide comes also, as we said, from the standpoint of a company that has its own, let's say, code. If this is possible, we can cover cases where coding is not possible, and you use some, let's say, services that are provided by external, let's say, companies. But ideally, if you have your own code, you want to do analysis, find issues, then proceed with a secure deployment, have the testing, AI-assisted testing, runtime protection, mitigation actions, and continuous risk management. This is, just to give again the broader picture. Coming now to the middle part of the view that we have before, this is the integrated platform that allows the collection of all tools in a central place and the aggregation of data. On top of that, we have multi-layered real-time attack detection and LLM for explainability. This means that what you have already seen from Montimage can be utilized as part of the platform, but this can be combined with other tools. And also you can have some additional help. And also the final part is that you can define some policies to create some mitigation actions. yeah, this is part of the platform that integrates with the marketplace, and it has a setup per organization. What's a core part of this? It is Elasticsearch. So the idea, I'm not going to go into very deep technical stuff, but the idea is that we can define custom detection rules with Elasticsearch. It's one of the core ideas. So we get from the tool side generated information, but from the dashboard we can establish detection rules for alert generation, visualize them, push these rules, the detection rules, in Elasticsearch, find the various, let's say, alerts, and present them as on the user. So yeah, this also helps us in two things. We can combine tools for custom rules, and we can apply AI on top of it. This allows us to detect more complex and challenging attacks. For example, if an IP address performs SYN-flooding attacks and also Drupal probing, this is indicated by two different tools. And this can be done through CyberSuite. So this comes also what we have, the rules. Rules are custom, as you see. These are specific, let's say, for CyberSuite based on the tools that are enabled. And this can detect specific, let's say, alerts based on what has been shared. These rules are defined in the UI. These are shareable, can be edited, and can then be applied from the UI directly to Elasticsearch. We have there are three main tools that are providing alerts, and these alerts can be provided. MMT, that you have seen, that provides network data, Seedbox, that provides application layer data, and CSIL, that provides, it's focused on containerized applications and Kubernetes environment, and provides container logs and allows processing of data. So this is the part of the alerts, and then comes the part of LLM analysis on top of these alerts that have been identified. As you see, there are suggestions on, there are explainability, because it's a different thing just to see an alert, and as you see here, it's much easier for someone with some basic understanding of cybersecurity to understand what is happening. Okay, yeah, these are also what the LLM provides, also explanation and recommendations. Now, yeah, I have quite few demos, but just try to go brief on this. So, but I think this one is important because it presents how the tool that you have seen already from Montimage, someone can use this. So the tool can be managed for basic things from, let's say, from the centralized platform, but the UI is also accessible for the user, for the MMT tool. So there is a synergy of the tools, and here it's an attack that is happening and can be identified and visualized in the main dashboard, as you see here, and I have the LLM analysis on this. So this is one of the basic things, but the idea is that you don't have just one tool, you have multiple tools. So this is also integration with ACAS. ACAS, it's another tool from Montimage that does additional analysis on the network traffic and threat detection based on the pickup files and specific models that are available from Montimage. And there is a visualization part, and also the various detections. So if there is something, let's say, malicious or not. And the same happens also with other tools like Searbox that can also be utilized. So all these now are, let's say, other tools that can be, the information can be fetched directly to our system. So here it's an attack that is happening. And it is also fetched here. And yeah, again, this is the same story, but the idea is that we try to aggregate things from various tools and make them all work together, and providing the user with a better experience. So collecting a common dashboard with all the information, with all the attacks that are happening, with all the cybersecurity events. And on top of this, provide this part from the LLMs that help on the explainability. Now, this is what we typically call the rules part and the alerts part for CyberSuite. As you see, there are various types of alerts have been generated and identified and are provided to the end user from various tools. As you see, we have 11 tools available here with different, let's say, parts. Alerts are generated by three main tools. We have risk assessment tools, we have static code analysis tools. So all these are, let's say, part of the same thing. And then we have how to apply policies. Policies are, let's say, not used for detection, but for either for mitigation or for configuration. So yeah, for example, for this tool puzzle, we have policies that are specific for a Kubernetes environment on how to block, for example, specific repositories, or to allow specific domains to be accessed from the containers. All these can be provided. What you see here also is the ability to find policies from the marketplace and fetch them. So you can select one policy, fetch it, and import it to the system and utilize it. Now, policies can be applied to clusters. For example, yeah, this can be a policy for a single URL and a cluster to be allowed. And you can have policies activated or deactivated instantly from the user interface. Now, the automation of the policies, when an alert can happen, it's something that we might investigate, because for now the policies, the user must apply the policies. This can be here. This can be ready, waiting the user, can be suggested by the LLM, but they are not automatically deployed based on as a mitigation actions. Yeah, so I have here also a short demo on what are the policies here, how we can go and apply these kind of rules and policies. So yeah, these are the rules that we discussed before about brute force detection, and this is how we apply them. But also these are the policies, and this is the UI for applying such policies on a class on a cluster. On a Kubernetes cluster. These are the specific ones. Yeah, and we have the idea also of the templates, because when you have something fetched from the marketplace, you can customize it for your own. You can provide, for example, the specific port that you are interested on, and then deploy it. So this is part of the workflow that we allow. Now, I have also a short demo of this actually happening from the deployment phase. This is so this one. Okay. So one of the tools of our platform is Maestro, that allows the deployment of containerized applications. So on Kubernetes environment. So this is automated now. Even if it wasn't automated, you can still apply the policies that you see. But now we just make a deployment, and this is automatically being protected by our platform. Now, if you see here, a user can define the cluster, fetch the specific namespaces for this cluster, have the policies, apply the policies as we discussed before. So you can see here some customization that has happened, and apply these policies. For example, this policy, it's a network policy that allows the let's say some pages to be accessible, and this is directly applied to let's say to the deployed application. So you can, if you see here, this connection has been blocked. I can say that it will be nice to, because we don't have much time for the complete story of presenting all the tools that we have now. We are having more webinars in the close future. But because this has been more focused on providing some explanation on how the rules and alerts are working. But yeah, as you see, this is an example of a rule provided here and deployed. Now, going into what is the integrated CyberSuite platform. As I said, we have risk management parts. So this is yes, we can start from Holistic. Holistic, it's a risk assessment platform that a user can define the model, actually, an organization and deployment or anything. And we can then identify vulnerabilities on if we are talking about some software components, this can be let's say vulnerabilities that have been defined and presented to the user, again in the common dashboard. We have what we have seen with the possibility to apply policies, the possibility to define various rules for alerts if needed. To also have static code analysis. One of, let's say, the things that are available, it's static code analysis, again, with some AI suggestions from Saster tool. We have also Cartos that provides an analysis based on the domain of of a company, of an organization. So searching on dark web and providing back to the platform, let's say, an analysis of what has been found. And also we have a CyberGeyser that it's a risk, let's say, management platform, but it also relates to end users, and it's based on mobile and what the users answer on some specific questions. We have pen testing. So there are multiple things that are integrated in a CyberSuite platform. And everything, it's assisted by AI-powered, let's say, suggestions and recommendations and better explainability. I think, yeah, I have also a short demo here of the integrated platform. But yeah, to be honest, we have made some updates on this platform as well. Let me go. We have seen this. I think, yeah, you can have notifications as well. But it's important for us, it's to say that we have the alpha version of the platform being available. Actually, this is ready for testing and it is used by our use cases. It's deployed online on the domain that you see, CyberSuite cs@euprojects.net. The thing is that CyberSuite, it's focused on providing, it's based on, let's say, the assumption that it's normally deployed on the premises of an organization to protect own assets. So it is online, but it's better to request from us a full demo that we can show you an application running and how the application it is protected. You can log in. Actually, you need an invitation code, so please send us information for request us for a demo if needed in info@cybersuiteproject.eu. Yeah, we are happy to give you a code just to go through, walk through, and see all the capabilities. But if you want to have real action for all tools, because many of them are working in online version, but others you will not be able to see the full capabilities because you need a public local installation for this. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. Now we stand at the phase that we have, let's say, all tools are operational. And we are currently under testing for diverse use cases. The only thing that we have not yet, let's say, enabled in the platform is the sharing of the creation, let's say, of cyber threat intelligence information and being able to share this among various, let's say, communities or to share it in the public domain. So this is the only thing that it's not a generation of cyber threat intelligence information. But other than that, the tools are available and are currently under testing from our use cases. This, what we said before, is there is online playground for demonstration of the platform. The registration and testing is possible with an invitation. And we have the alpha version of CyberSuite released with a video, end-to-end video. So we have a few shorter videos, or what I showed you before. It is actually a version a bit earlier than the final that we have now uploaded. So we are preparing right now a video to be provided. Most probably, I think that this will go out next week together with the new CyberSuite newsletter, and probably with, let's say, our next webinar that can focus also, can potentially show more about the alpha version. So yeah, please be connected in order to get more information on that. Actually, that was my last slide. Yeah, maybe I don't know if I should go in, showing the platform a bit, even live, because I think that we have some time.
Yes, Jan, yes, we do have. So it would be interesting to show the platform in live.
Okay, I will try to. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, this is the updated version also with the tool. So as we said, we have various tools for the planning phase, ACAS, Cartos, we have an anti-phishing game, we have a SASTER that, can be used to see, to perform an analysis of a static code. Okay, takes some time, of course, and get information of the static code analysis. Okay, here, as you see, this has happened already, and you have this suggestions. So you can see the full data, so you can copy them, okay, the description, but you can also get some AI suggestions, so with some personalized recommendations. Okay, it can take some time to generate the response. Okay, yeah, the things can happen in the live demos. We have the tools as you see here for monitoring. So these are alerts that have been found from CCIL tool, from Searbox, and also from MMT, together with the approach to do the MMM analysis, what you see here. Yeah, we have what we say here with the rules that we discussed before, so you can see the details of the rules and apply these rules to Elasticsearch, or if we are talking about policies, to apply them to a cluster or to edit them. So yeah, this is, you can make multiple copies of this. And you have here what we say, okay, we have the tools. Just want to give you a connection of, yeah, we have the tools, and for example, we have yeah, Searbox here, and you see here, these are let's say what you can fetch from their marketplace. So these are this can be extended. So this is a sample application rule that you can import it, and then you have it, you just import it, and you have this available as templates. Here you see you have to add rules, but you can load it from a template. Okay, you can define the configuration of this rule and any condition in action. So these are ways to create a rule, but of course you can go to the templates. You can see for Searbox or for puzzle or for other types. So you can see the relevant tools and edit those templates or view them. Yeah. So as you see, the template in reality, it's a JSON that it is used to as a post, let's say, used to a REST endpoint that enables this, let's say, this rule, this policy to the specific tool in specific the Searbox tool, and this can be done from the pages of the specific tools as well. So yeah, we have also Cartos that you can view this report, and in reality it includes information about vulnerabilities on network, on unpatched information that can be found, or data leak, or possible loss of credentials. It includes a lot of information. Right now, again, this is the alpha version. We are planning for the final version to be, I think, about the end of June to be ready. But in any case, I think the alpha version that you see here, it's in a pretty good shape, and it is actually tested now from our pilots. With that, I think we can close. So if we have any questions to address.
Thank you, Yanni. We will now move to the Q&A. But first, I would like to thank you for this insightful presentation. You clearly showed how these technologies can be applied in practice within the CyberSuite platform. And the most important thing is that the tools and the services that are offered support the real cybersecurity needs. that SMEs have in today's very complex environment. So thank you for sharing this, for showing us the platform in practice. We will now move to the Q&A session. So this is now a great opportunity to ask questions, share your thoughts, or learn more about the CyberSuite platform. So please feel free to post your questions in the chat if you have not done so far. And our speakers will be more than happy to address them. I would now like to invite Mr. Nicholas Luca from EBOS, our Dissemination Communication Manager, who will be moderating the Q&A session. So, Nicola, the floor is yours.
Here, yeah. So we actually do have quite a few questions in the Q&A section. First one would be directed to Yanis, and it's asking, how does CyberSuite integrate data from different tools and collaborate alerts to identify more complex attack patterns? So I believe this is basically a key component in the interoperability aspects of CyberSuite. So Yanis, if you would like to
let me,
answer
that's
the question.
a good question, of course. If I can go to my initial slides here. Okay. The idea is that we use Elasticsearch, and we have in Elasticsearch we have different, let's say, we have the ability to create rules and custom queries, and the custom queries can be so the tools are we collect the alerts from the various tools in Elasticsearch. Or OpenSearch, maybe we can change it to the future, but for now it's Elasticsearch. And we get all these rules and we collect alerts. And for this, we are providing some custom queries, for example, as you see here, that can combine information from various, let's say, tools, and then generate some more specific alerts with this. And we allow this to be managed from the UI. So this is the main idea. There are some challenges in this on how to actually make things, let's say, be sure that you are talking, both tools are talking about the same elements and the same, let's say, incidents. So the difficult thing, the technology here, it's there. The difficulty is to create rules that are good enough to detect incidents and they are not, let's say, spamming with fake, let's say, information. So the challenge is how to create good rules. We have some rules that have been created, and we are going to, with the demonstrations now taking in place, we expect more, let's say, meaningful custom rules that utilize aggregated data to be created. For now, we have a few of them. So I don't know if this answers, and I don't know if the people can respond back or can talk.
No, but I believe that was a very elaborative answer. So thank you, Yanni. We also have another question, which I believe would be directed to you. From a user perspective, what does the user, for example, the SMEIT person, actually see when using the platform on a daily basis? So what sort of workflows do they follow? Do they have to click on several tools, or is there like a more comprehensive report appearing let's say, a bit more consolidated?
Yes, that's also a good question, because the idea is that we combine multiple tools. This can be accessed from a single page, but I think, where is the dashboard? We have working on a more elaborated version of the dashboard. So yeah, initially we have the tools provided here and what are active and not. Now we are working in a more elaborated view that provides the results from the various, let's say, tools. Yeah, so yeah, I was looking for that. So information can be gathered in the same place. And in any case, this is what we do. So instead of having to go on a tool for risk management, on a tool for monitoring networking, and a tool for monitoring data specific alerts, or monitoring your external, let's say, vulnerabilities or your code analysis, all this can be in a single place. And on top of that, we are trying to gather them more in the dashboard page so someone can have this. Now, there are more things that are ongoing, and these are for the final phase of the project, like how this can be, for example, you see about the static code analysis, but this can make sense to be part of a CI/CD process. So this is possible, and also having some alerts. For example, one of the most important parts that aggregate information, it's also the risk assessment part. Now, we plan to implement an alerting mechanism. So we have alerts in the platform. So you can see alerts in the dashboard. I think I saw it some place. So there is alerting. So you can see if there is a problem in a tool. So we can gather the information, and we are discussing and planning for possible other types of alerting, like sending an email or any other types of notification. So making things even simpler. These are, from my point of view, easy to be added functionality. So we have this core. And based on feedback like this, and the feedback from the pilots and from our part, we are improving as we are working. I think, yeah, these are things that should be expected for the final release.
Thank you, Yanni. We actually have another question. The question is directed to Long. It's about the Montimage monitoring tools. So how do the Montimage monitoring tools combine rule-based detection with AI techniques to improve accuracy and reduce false positives? So I believe it's asking more of what's going on behind the scenes and the mechanism in leveraging AI to improve the accuracy and reduce the false positives coming from MMT. So Luong.
Yes. Thank you. So this is actually the question to differentiate between the big gap between the passive monitoring and the smart monitoring. Nowadays we say smart is always involves some kind of AI, but yeah, it's so how we doing is MMT is will be the actor to provide the static data and with the deep analytics data, but it's still rule-based detection. And we consider that the output from MMT will be the source data to provide for the AI agent or any process after that. But here, let's focus on the AI agent, because the AI agent is nowadays can also use different tools to gather more data to gain more context around. So it can understand the machine status like CPU, memory. It can understand what is the process that's running in the machine. And it also can understand, and also the user can provide some kind of instruction for the AI agent. So with all of the input from the MMTs and the environment, the AI agent can correlate the data and filter out the false positive and false negative, and can provide the final verdict as the feedback to MMT. This feedback will be used to improve the accuracy of MMT rules over time. So imagine that you see that there's one alert in MMT security, but the AI understand better because it has the context on CPU, it has the context on the current process, and it know that it's not a real attack. It's just one process that user running. It creates that kind of signal, and then it provide that feedback to the MMT. Then MMT know that, okay, so this let's say the traffic from this node is abnormal, but actually this node is the internal node or some kind of node that verified, so we can ignore next time. So with that in the feedback, we can configure the MMT probe to say that, okay, this is the safe node, so you don't need to fire any alert if the traffic comes from this one. So this is some kind of correlation can be done automatically if we integrated with AI's for sure or any other response tool. So this is that's why we are aiming for M agent, not only MMT, because M agent will have much more powerful. But in M agent architecture, MMT is still the core component that we are using. So I hope that will answer the question. MMT provide the data. The AI technique will provide the feedback to improve the accuracy and reduce the false positive.
Brilliant. So it's also using external metrics such as the resources of the machine along with the MMT output to identify patterns, if I understood correctly.
Yeah, and maybe one more point on this one is that one of the challenge of monitoring is the encrypted traffic. And with encrypted traffic for MMT DPI is it will be a challenge to extract the information from encrypted package. So in that scenario, we use the AI technique, or to be more specific, is machine learning to analyze the behavior of the traffic to be able to detect the attack. So that is also another aspect to say that AI technique or machine learning techniques improve the accuracy and reduce the false positive. I hope that's to answer the question.
Thank you, Luong. I believe we have time for one final question, conscious of time. So a question specific to the LLMs used, I believe, by the CyberSuite platform. So the question is, which LLM is used, and if it's an open source LLM or if it's like a fine version of the LLM being used, and if there's any ways to address hallucinations from these tools. So, Yanni, I believe if I can direct the question to you, yeah.
Just say that as a project, when we started writing, LLMs were not, part of the discussion. So we are already running for, I think, 2 years, and it was not something, promised at the proposal phase. Nevertheless, we added because we found this something really interesting. We are using open source, locally installed services, like you see, Mistral. So we opted out because this is also European. It is installed locally. It was easy for us to go with this, but this is change. It can change. It can change very easily, to be honest, because we can. This is part of also in the configuration file. You can put a different path. It is configurable for us. And it doesn't affect, very much the quality as far as we have tested it. Okay, I mean from specific models, but it has to do with the needs of an organization that this can be changed, because maybe an organization has already an LLM, so we want to be able to change to this. So this is interchangeable. Now, in terms of hallucinations, it is just that we have we provide a proper, let's say, initial query to the LLM that has some instructions to avoid this, and we try to get information from specific sources. Again, these are suggestions, and we are not applying automating things. So we do this trying to let's say fix this by providing proper context, enhance the context of the LLM, but this is where we go. We don't go in something deeper, let's say, in the technology. We just care about how to put our context and how to add specific actions to the LLM.
Brilliant. Thank you, Yanni. So with this answer, I believe we can move on to the closing part of this webinar. So Georgia, if you would like to take the floor, please.
Thank you, Nicola. Thank you very much for moderating the discussion. And many thanks to all our speakers for their valuable insights and contribution to this webinar. I would also like to thank our audience for your questions and active participation. The aim of this webinar was to highlight how CyberSuite brings together advanced technologies, practical tools, and skills development in order to support SMEs in strengthening their cybersecurity. We hope that today's session gave you a clear understanding of how these components work together in a real-world context and solve real-world problems that SMEs face every day. On behalf of the entire consortium, I would like to thank you all our speakers, firstly, for their excellent presentations, and of course, all of you, all the attendees who joined us today. If you would like to learn more, explore the platform, or join our academy and enroll in our courses, please feel free to visit the links that Yanis and Zoe provided you earlier today, or you can also visit our website and follow our upcoming updates. You can also join our newsletter and, of course, learn first the news and updates from our project. So, I don't know, Yanni, would you like to say something more to conclude this webinar?
No, thank you everyone for joining.
Okay.
And thank you for your feedback.
So, yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for the next one. So from the whole consortium, I would like to thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.